here's a question that I get very often. And people come to me and they ask me, I've been manifesting this thing for so long. Why is it that it's taking too long to get here? And the first thing I would have to say is, number one, there is a law called the law of gestation, which I spoke about in my previous video. There are certain things that have to be in place for whatever you are trying to manifest to come to pass. You cannot forget this. And this is part of co-creation. It's not just you throwing a wand in the air and everything falling into place. If that were the case, we would all be doing it every day. It'd be so easy. But it is easy in the sense that a lot of the time, we only see with our physical eyes. We don't imagine what is happening in the spiritual realm, because what is happening here is deceiving sometimes. So imagine that in the spiritual realm, there is a lineup. And in this lineup, there is one space that is missing. This space belongs to you. Everything is already taken care of. You are the missing piece of that puzzle. You know the saying about getting all your ducks in line or in row? This also works in manifesting. And most of what you need to do when it comes to fitting yourself into that lineup is going with whatever inspired action that you've had, doing whatever little effort that you can do, and taking that first step into bringing what you have to manifest into this 3D reality. So how do you do it? Now, if you've already visualized having what you want to have, you've already felt the feelings, you've already seen it in your mind's eye, let it go. You can only impregnate a woman once. Sometimes, yes, you might feel the need to do it again because maybe you didn't do it right the first time. That's okay. But once you've done it, let it go. This is the hardest part because we become very unsure of ourselves. Did I do it right? Do I did it right? Do I have to do it again? Do I have to do it a little longer? Just let it go. Because at the end of the day, your desire has already come with an answer. And that answer is going to be relayed to you in the form of inspiration. You'll be inspired to do certain things, to act a certain way. Perhaps it's not because it's taken too long to get there. Perhaps it's that you are focusing on it. You are too attached to it. Take a step back. Do something different. Get distracted. Find another project to work on. Do the daily things that you do. And when you're doing the daily things that you're doing, you will not be too preoccupied with what it is that you're manifesting. It's in your mind, it's in your heart already. So that gravitational pull, that magic is already playing itself out, even when you can't see it. So when you ask, or when people ask me, why is it taking too long? It's not taking too long. It's just going through the process it needs to go through to get to you. And a lot of that process involves you. Maybe you're not feeling worthy of receiving this thing that you want. So you working on yourself, you going inward and thinking, how is my conditioning? What are my limiting beliefs? What is it that I have to let go to stop believing that I don't deserve this thing? Or that maybe it will be too good to be true. So you are always the process. Because in the spiritual realm, like I said, the lineup is already there. The universe has already pinpointed every person, every circumstance, every little thing that has to happen for you to get what you're manifesting. At this point, the best thing to do is to find someone else that you can help. And it's always easy when we remove ourselves from the situation. And the best way to do that is to help another person. So perhaps your manifestation is not taking too long. Maybe you're just bored. Maybe you're just too idle. So get busy doing some other thing because life still continues. You don't stand on one spot and you wait. There are little things that need to be fine-tuned for everything to come into place. You cannot rush anything, just like how you cannot rush a growing baby in its mother's womb. You have to be patient. And while you are waiting, be thankful, be grateful, because it's already there. This is what it feels like to be a coach or a transformational coach or life coach, and also be clairsentient. Clairsentient beings or people are people who are able to sense things before they happen. They're able to feel deeply and connect to people's emotional or energetic space. Now, for example, before somebody comes to me for help, I usually already know or have a feel of who they are. And when I hear their story, I already know what it is that they're coming to me for. For example, if somebody came to me talking about how they have this specific person that is eluding them, and the person has been eluding them for such a long time, one of the things that I already know is that they have to learn how to let go. Letting go does not mean that that person is not going to come back into your life. Letting go is you learning how to stop worshiping your creation. Letting go is taking back your power so that you are not abused in the process, or you're not treated unfairly, or you're not allowing another person to be toxic towards you. Letting go frees you, but letting go also frees that person. So just imagine that when you're too attached to the outcome, you have your hands around this person's neck. That's what it feels like. It's suffocating that person. Now, if you picture that in your mind, would you let go? Of course you would, because you don't want to suffocate that person. Letting go is allowing them to be and allowing yourself to be, so that in between both of you, the universe is doing what it needs to do to bring what you want. Now, in that same token, in your mind, hopefully, you are saying, I hope that I can get this thing or an equivalent or something better. Because that way there is room for endless possibilities and for beautiful surprises that you didn't even imagine to begin with.